everyone, and welcome to another Tuesday art video with me, Angela of Morbid Heart Designs. Today I want to do a stream of conscious focusing on creativity. And this is something that came to me last night when I had a particular memory around my creativity that I wanted to share, maybe break down some of your own walls and inspire you to create yourself. I do want to start off by going over the Merriam-Webster website's definition for creativity, but we're going to go down to the root word create. Create is to bring into existence, to invest with the new form, office, or rank, to produce or bring about course of action or behavior, to cause or occasion, to produce through imaginative skills or design. I'm sure you're going to assume we're going to focus on the first and the last point. To bring into existence, to produce through imaginative skill or design. Now, creativity is not something we all have 24/7. What I have learned in my 30s, or I've come to recognize, is creativity is basically an expression of oneself. I don't care what people say. They can say, no, there was no part of me that went into this. But no, everything, every art, every artistic decision does come from some aspect of someone's history. It could be as simple as I read an article that people like this, and I'm making the creative choice because I know people like this. That is still a choice determined by your history. Now, you may not be sharing your most inner depths. True artists, true creatives, whatever your art form is, we do invest part of ourselves in our art. Now, I want to go to the story that I mentioned that inspired this whole video. Most of my life, people have pointed out how creative and different I am and how I go to the beat of my own drummer, but what they don't realize is that for many years, I stifled my own creativity because of one moment, one instance in my life, and that was in the 5th grade. We were given assignment to create whatever we wanted out of art. My little artistic brain and heart were so excited. I was like, really? We could do anything we want? And I started playing around with the hearts I cut out, and I couldn't make something that made me happy. And then I decided this brilliant idea. Because the assignment was we could create whatever we wanted. I made an abstract shape, so many hearts. Like, I felt like I was cutting out hearts for hours. And probably wasn't. We probably had like an hour on the assignment at the most, right? So I wanted to make this abstract design, but I wanted to do it in a way that it was like a cloud, that you could look at it and you would see something different, something that connected to you in that moment. That is what I wanted to do. So I made this huge pattern. It was so exciting. Little me was just like, yeah, look at me go. Guess what happened for that assignment? Little me got her first ever 0. Not just on an art project, on any project in my elementary school years up to that point. I had never missed an assignment. Little me took that so hard. This one creative, exciting venture that just made me happy to get a 0 and be told, well, it doesn't look like any. You were supposed to make some. And I had argued, but I was told I could make anything. I made an abstract design, and that was not good enough for my 5th grade teacher. After that, I was afraid to open up my creativity to the world. I still drew, of course. I still did all sorts of things, but I never really shared them with people outside of my immediate family. And just as an example, I did literally stop drawing for many years. I got into grad school. I was too busy. I moved out of state right after grad school. I've had a lot happen. And when I reconnected with art and started sharing it online, I had people who I've known since I was 18. I'm 34 at the time of this recording, so a good chunk of my life these people have known me. Flat out say, wow, I had no idea you could draw. I had no idea you were so talented. That's how much I withdrew when it came to art. and sharing my art. So I have had to relearn a lot over the past few years. I'm not going to deny that. I've been actively working on getting my skills back to where they were. Creativity. Stifling that creativity, not just not being able to do it as an adult, but at such a young age, really caused me to put up barriers to the world. I was afraid to share my truth or any part of me for that instance. And I hate to see that happen to other people. When somebody comes up to me and talks about something they're working on, something they're excited about, I want to embrace it and support them and encourage whatever it is they are doing because they have shown me worthy of sharing their creativity, their project, their passion with me. Whether it be cosplay, art, video, music, poetry, I don't fucking care. The people in my life who have shared what they've created with me, I want to say thank you for putting yourself out there. Thank you for creating. Creating is extremely important to our mental health. Now, I don't feel that is just me as an artist. I mean, studies have shown that learning to play a musical instrument at a young age can assist with other aspects of school. I feel that having arts programs in school is vital for children to succeed, to express themselves, to learn something that they can escape in that's not TV or video games. It encourages to use your own mind in different ways. And again, that's any art form. I mean, dance, movies, sculpting, writing, singing, all of these things have such positive benefits. It breaks my heart to hear schools that are canceling these programs, reducing them. You can't do them unless your parents pay for you to go to an after school thing that's not even affiliated with the school, and a lot of parents can't afford that for their kids. It breaks my heart to see so much creativity that is not fed and fostered and encouraged. If you're listening to this and you've had a person or 10 or 100 not appreciate what you're sharing, what you've done, don't close off. Don't let that 5th grade teacher affect you until you're an adult. Until you recognize that your true happiness is creating, that what you've wanted to do your whole life isn't stupid and you can make money and you can live on it. Don't let the doubters, don't let the haters bring you down and stop you from sharing your creativity, your creative self, that beautiful thing that you create. There is so much in our world that I see now that doesn't foster that creativity. Not just the school programs closing, but how much we invest in TV and video games, streaming things, movies. I mean, I know I watch a lot of movies, but these are things that also, despite them being an art form, just feed into people. It doesn't encourage them to think for themselves or run out and grab a piece of paper and just create something new or draw their favorite character that connects to them for some reason. I know a lot of artists started off that way, copying their favorite anime character, cartoon characters, drawing whatever superhero. If you feel that urge to create, I encourage you to jump in, experience it, and go through it. I guess the major point to this entire stream of consciousness, this entire video, is don't let other people stifle your creativity. Yes, not everyone's gonna understand your art, understand the subject matter that's inspiring. That's all up to you and your life and your experience, and it's personal. Don't let other people's comments or reactions stop you from expressing yourself in whatever creative facet you want to do that. We as human beings need to express. Sometimes we experience things that we cannot put into words, and that's when it's important for creativity to be there and encourage. My not creating, my stifling of that honestly hurt my mental health. It wasn't until I recognized that and I actively changed that aspect of my life that my mental health started improving. And side note, interesting note, I tried medications and they just made me so worse, so bad. I am grateful that I was able to recognize and find that and fix that so that I can better myself through a natural means. And yes, some days I still have my down days, but I can say they are down days and not depressed months or years or weeks. I will happily take a down day over what I experienced hiding, avoiding, and not feeding my creativity. So create, be happy, enjoy whatever creative outlet you want in your life or you have in your life. If you want it and you don't have skills, you can learn them. So go out and create. Not even gonna do all the stupid jargon. It doesn't feel appropriate right now. So from my dark heart to yours, have a wonderful day, and please don't die before my next video.